The star system of Velarath Prime hummed with nervous energy. 7 diplomatic vessels from the Galactic Council hung in orbit like jeweled ornaments, sleek, elegant, centuries old. Each ship represented a civilization that had never known war in living memory. Peace was their currency. Diplomacy was their religion. Ambassador Vorith of the Kethari delegation floated at his observation window, his 4 luminescent eyes scanning the coordinates where the humans were supposed to arrive. "They are late," said Counselor Drex, his silver tendrils twitching with irritation. "Typically primitive." "They said they would arrive," replied Vorith carefully. "Humans, keep their word." The other ambassadors chuckled, a chorus of clicks, whistles, and harmonic hums. Humans. The youngest spacefaring species in the known galaxy. Barely 200 years out of their own solar system. They had been invited to this summit as a courtesy. Nothing more. Then the proximity alarm screamed. Lieutenant Prax of the Kethari vessel slammed his claws across his console, eyes wide. "Ambassador, something is coming out of hyperspace." "Something, large." "How large?" Vorith asked, drifting toward the bridge. Prax's voice dropped to a whisper. "The sensors cannot determine the full measurement. The object is exceeding standard classification parameters." Every ambassador on every ship turned toward their observation windows. Space itself seemed to bend. A dark shape pushed through the fabric of hyperspace, not slipping through the way normal vessels did, but tearing through, as if the universe had no choice but to move aside. The shockwave from its arrival rattled the diplomatic vessels like toys in a bathtub. It was a warship. No, warship was the wrong word. Warship implied something built for war between equals. This was something else entirely. The USS Dominion, Earth's first Titan-class vessel, stretched nearly 42 kilometers from bow to stern. Her hull was black-plated with reactive armor 10 meters thick. Along her flanks ran rows of railgun batteries, each cannon capable of accelerating a tungsten slug to 4% the speed of light. Her spine carried 12 Helios-class nuclear lance cannons, designed to punch through planetary shields. Surrounding her like a halo were 300 drone fighters, already deployed in a perfect defensive formation. She moved with the calm, absolute authority of something that had never needed to hurry. Counselor Drex made a sound no translator could render. His tendrils had gone completely still. That is a diplomatic vessel?" Ambassador Tiva of the Soren Collective whispered. The communication channel crackled open. A human voice filled every bridge in the Council fleet, calm, unhurried, deeply American. "Galactic Council, this is Admiral James R. Holloway of the United Earth Navy, aboard the USS Dominion. We are here to participate in the Velarath Summit as representatives of Earth and her colonies. We come in peace." A pause. "We also come prepared." Vorith stared at the enormous vessel that now dwarfed every ship in the Council fleet combined. His translator fed him the human's words a second time. "We come in peace. We also come prepared." Only humans, he thought, could say those 2 sentences back to back and mean every word of both. Admiral Holloway stepped into the joint briefing chamber, tall, silver-haired, wearing the dark dress uniform of the United Earth Navy. He carried no weapon visibly. He didn't need to. He shook hands, a human custom the Council had studied but never fully understood, and sat down at the table. "You brought a Titan to a diplomatic summit," Drex said, unable to contain himself. Holloway smiled. It was a patient smile. A grandfather's smile. "Ambassador," he said, "Earth has been attacked 4 times in the last 60 years. Twice by species currently seated at this table." He let that settle. Nobody spoke. "We learned something from that. We learned that the best diplomacy happens when everyone in the room understands exactly what the alternative looks like." He folded his hands. "We want peace. Genuinely. But peace without strength is just a wish. So, shall we begin? Outside, the USS Dominion held her position, silent, immovable, patient as a mountain. Every ambassador in that room signed the Velarath Accord before the day was done. No species voted against it. No species asked for amendments. For the first time in galactic history, the vote was unanimous. Humanity had arrived, not with flowers, not with threats. Just with the quiet, undeniable truth of what they were capable of. And somehow, that was enough.